What's up, guys? It's Rakes here, bringing you today's Wager Rakes episode. Again, this is an MLB show with .bet, Source Podcast, and myself. We're starting. I think we missed one game, but that's because we didn't have a play on the game. And we have a loaded slate tonight. I myself personally have like almost 11 plays today. So it's a crazy slate. A lot of value to be found. Dot and Source have also found great value. Yesterday we went 4-2. Finally got that little turnaround that we so desperately needed after 2 days of just dropping the ball. And hopefully we can continue to add on to that today. So with that being said, let's just jump right in. Bets, do you have a play?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple for you. First one I'm going to throw at you. We're going to go to the Astros team total. So it's over 5.5. It's at minus 112. I'm picking on my guy, Matt Harvey, again. Their implied total for the Astros today is around 7.
Okay.
Value here. I think they can put up a ton of runs. They have a WOBA against Harvey of 4.405, so they hit him very, very well. Definitely have some experience against Harvey. I like the gas.
Oh, we lost you there for just a sec, Dot.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Yep.
No, I think the Astros team here can definitely put up some runs against Harvey. I was going to say you could lean the over in the entire game, but I think Garcia has been pitching pretty well for the Astros as of late. So you can definitely go one side to the Astros or just take their team total as well.
Okay.
I like that play. I like the team totals. The Astros have been dominant. Harvey's not been great. I also like the over in that game, so I'm a little biased there.
I mean, if you like the over, then the team total even look to stand out as well on top of that, though.
Right.
Definitely.
What have they hit recently? 13-9. That's Baltimore. Houston's hit 3-7-1. Yeah, Houston somehow dropped their bats. They were hot for a while. I remember because I was playing them for like 3 or 4 days back to back on the stream. So they were hot for a while. They dropped it. Maybe they get back on another streak. I mean, it would be implied that they would, right? I mean, regression.
They're the top offense in baseball. So I would expect them to
right.
Get back.
They have to regress back to the mean. Source, what do you got today for us?
My first pick is going to be the Los Angeles Angels plus 120. I was able to lock in plus 118 earlier. It's now plus 120, so a little bit upset. The line went further. I didn't wait long enough. The line movement is because Ohtani was announced by Joe Madden. They're waiving the designated hitter rule. Ohtani will hit today for himself as well as pitch.
Right.
I don't understand this line at all. The Yankees should not be favorites in this game. No one has ever faced Ohtani on the Yankees. The Yankees have been struggling to put up runs. Their offense has been terrible, and Boone and Cashman have both said, this is win now. We're in desperation mode, and the team really hasn't answered the call. So I almost lean on the under here as well, but I'm going to take the Angels plus 120. I love this. This is a max play for me for 3 units. I think this is one of the best plays of the season so far.
I like that you mentioned the under, though, because I am leaning that way. That is a potential one of my 11 plays. So obviously, some of these I've already moved over to the play, they are going to be plays. Some of them, they still have a few parameters to, check off the list. And Yankees have a couple left to check off the list. And if that happens, the under will be a play. I don't see the Yankees putting up many runs. They always fail to do so. They're just not a great hitting team. They got the pitchers, but they don't got the bats. And the Angels, of course, with Ohtani, and like you said, nobody on the Yankees has faced him yet. I just don't see this getting anywhere. And as a result, one of the plays I like in this game that I probably lean towards is the Angels plus 1.5, but that's probably so juiced. I also lean the run line the money line for the Angels because it's just going to take. Because it's going to be an under game, I think it's just going to take one bat or one hit to really decide the game, and it could very well go to the Angels.
Yeah, so people forget the Angels are the number 5 offense in Major League Baseball. They just don't have pitching. at all. They have no pitching, whereas the Yankees have all pitching and no offense. The one guy on the Angels who can pitch is on the bump today in
Right.
Shohei Ohtani, who's going to win the Most Valuable Player award. He's also hitting in this game, so they're getting a double dose of Shohei, and there's no way they can handle it, in
No,
my
I
opinion.
don't think so either. I don't think so either. I like that play a lot. My first play is going to be the Brewers Cubs. We're going to go back to that or go to that.
Right.
Brewers Cubs over 8.5.
Can you hear me?
The Cubs. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you're freezing in and out a little bit off the video, but we're able to hear you. But for me, the first play is going to be the Brewers Cubs over 8.5. Looks to start in about 30 minutes. I like the situation for a couple of reasons. I mean, last game, they only put up 3 runs on a 7.5 total, yet Vegas corrects it to 8.5. If you watch these shows, I like the correction plays, but even more so, I think this is going to be very akin to the first game of the series where, the Brewers did go off and put up 14 runs. I think the Brewers are going to have, even if they don't have a ton of luck today, I think both the Cubs and the Brewers are going to come out bats hot. The Cubs have had a poor performance in terms of batting the last 2 games, and that's just not really the Cubs. They've hit this slump with the Dodgers, and when they played the Dodgers, they hit this little slump, getting beat pretty much all of the games. I think that the Brewers are the team that they need to come back on, and I think this is the perfect game to do so. So I do expect the Cubs to put up a little fight too. I also expect the Brewers to put up a little fight. That being said, I do think this will be a high-scoring game, and if it means anything, the over 8.5, even though being moved up 1 full run from last game over 7.5, it's still somehow juiced at -120. So Vegas is entirely
the
on
reason
over
for that
8.5.
juice is pretty simple. And I know Dot's with us, and he's got another play for us, but I'm gonna jump the line here because my play is also on this game. The reason the over is -120 is because there's a guy pitching for Milwaukee who's making his major league debut.
Oh,
Anytime someone makes their debut, there's going to be
okay.
juice on the over, just because
Yeah, you don't know what's going to
rookies, you don't know what's going to happen, and people love to bet the over. So they adjust the over for juice so that the suckers, pour money in, and if anything happens, we don't know. Things could change
Now
fast.
I want to take that away. Now I want to take that play away.
Feel free to take that play away because my other max play, I have 2 max plays today.
It's not a correction play anymore. That's not a correction
No, it's not.
Anymore.
Is the Cubs.
So, I'm taking that play away.
So take that play away.
Unofficial over. I will come back to my first play. You go ahead and finish your second play off.
All right, so my second play is going to be the Cubs. A couple of reasons for this. One, the only guy on on the Brewers who has any hits on Jake Arrieta on a consistent basis is Christian Yelich.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 15 at-bats. He hits .260. Jackie Bradley Jr. is 3 for 10 as well. But no one else on this roster really has any substantial luck against him. We got a couple of 0 for 5s, a couple of 0 for 9s, a couple of 1 for 7s. And that doesn't make me nervous at all. I think those stats will hold. I think Arrieta will get them into a groove here against Milwaukee. And I think they'll score some runs on this rookie. I really do. I watched some of his AAA film. He's good, but Chris Bryant, Contreras, Taylor, Alcantara, these guys are going to, get the bats hot again after facing probably the best pitching staff they'll face all year in the Dodgers.
Right.
So I fully expect that this will be a little bit of a regression for Chicago back to the mean. They'll score a lot of runs in this game. So them being a dog here is a fantastic value play. And also they're chasing Milwaukee in the division. They need this one if they're going to stay in it. Yep. So I fully expect them to come out fighting.
What's the total set at Cubs?
8.5 is the over under. The team total is 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah. The team total is 5. I lean on the team total as well. The only thing that makes me nervous about the team total is the same thing that makes me nervous about any rookie, right? Is the uncertainty. This guy can come out and be lights out. Who knows? But I do like the Cubs here plus 147. I think there's just extreme value because they've been slumping. But when you slump against the Dodgers, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. That's a great team.
Right. I agree.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna give a first play out. So I discussed the Yankees, Angels, and the potential of it going under earlier. For me, the two parameters that need to hit, if they hit, it becomes a 3 unit play. However, it is still qualified enough to be a 1 unit play. So that's going to be my official play right now. It's going to be the Yankees, Angels under 9.5 for the show. That's my official play. For anybody wondering, I will still play Cubs, Brewers over, but it's not going to be an official free play for the show. So if you want to play both, there's two plays right there, but I'm gonna give out the second official play here in a little bit after Dot go ahead and explains his second play.
Yeah, so the second play I'm going to go with is going to be the Braves. So we were on the Braves last night in VIP, and we kind of got screwed on a bullpen. Up 3-0, and then they gave up 4 in the top of the 7th, and they couldn't muster any runs the rest of the way. I think this Braves team rebounds today. He got Fried on the mound. He's got really, really good stats against this Mets team who's had 101 plate appearances with a 178 average against. Definitely he's got some good advantage there. Main key here is for Fried to go deep in the ball game where they do not have to utilize their pen. So looking into that, but I also like the splits against Peterson from this Braves lineup. They hit over 300 OBA over against Peterson, and the right-handed hitters against Peterson should have an advantage in this matchup.
I like that play as well. The only guy really on the Mets that hits Fried well is Jeff McNeely. It's 375 off him in 16 at bats, 3 RBIs. Everyone else is 133, 0, 118, 143. And this is not like a short sample size of at-bats. This is 17 at-bats, 12, 15, 16. So I really like that play. I actually lean towards the under in this game as well. I was looking at some of those stats. The Atlanta batters don't have good stats off of Peterson, but that should regress. So I like the Braves play here as well.
Yep. I think they rebound. Hopefully we get some rebound and get their bats rolling a little bit. They've been struggling this year, bat-wise.
They have, and they shouldn't be. All of their hard hit stats and their expected on base is all very high. They're just not putting it all together. So things will start to fall for them, I hope, as a Braves division winners future holder. I hope so.
No kidding.
All right, so going back to my second play. My second play will be Indians, Tigers under. Where did he go?
Oh, I'm here. My camera's dying, so battery saving move here for a second.
That's fair. Indians, Tigers under 7.5. Again, this one very akin to the Brewers Cubs that I wanted to play initially. This is going to be a correction play. 8.5 yesterday, 7.5 today. But yesterday, I believe they also went under. If I remember correctly.
I believe so.
No, they went over. They actually went over. So they had a total of 9.5 yesterday, went over, or 2 days ago, went over, and still at 7.5 today. Oh, that's because it's a doubleheader. Dang it.
Yeah.
All right. Seems like the Zine needs another hour or so to work on.
Yeah, no, I woke up late, guys.
It
made sense to me right away. As soon as I saw that line, I was like, something doesn't make sense here. It has to be a doubleheader. I will go and again, I have a lot of plays today. I can play a lot. I am going to go ahead and give out the crap. Where did it go? I need to confirm it.
As long as it's not the Orioles, we're good.
No, it's going to be the A's minus 1.5. What's the odds on it?
Screw them from yesterday.
Oh, it's plus 105. Yeah. They didn't win yesterday, or they didn't cover the minus 1.5 because we had them right, or we had the first 5.5 minus 0.5. Almost had that one, but they didn't quite cover it. I just don't like. I mean, I'm a Rangers fan, and I'm not big on them. I know they have their random games where they look decent. Some games they look like real contenders, but in general, they're not good teams. Or they're not a good team. That's why they're constantly sitting at that plus 170, 180 threshold. I think, and they're still at plus 170 even after the A's played, didn't really have a great performance last night. I think they come back out and, take advantage of it. I feel like, the A's played so bad in terms of their standards that they're probably in the locker room just wanting to bounce back. And I think today is a day, and the Rangers are a team that you can very easily bounce back on. -1.5 didn't cover yesterday. I think it does cover today. For that purpose, that is my second play. So my official plays are A's Rangers -1.5. A's -1.5 versus the Rangers, and what was the second play? I have it somewhere here. Oh, the Yankees Angels under 9.5. Yankees
Too
Angels
early in
under
the morning there
9.5.
in Texas for you to be recording, I guess. Azim. We gotta start doing these later in the afternoon.
Maybe,
These day games are cruel to you.
Yeah, no, I'm a night person. No, as I was telling Dot, today's my dad's birthday, so I was actually up a little bit last night planning or trying to figure out what to do. Didn't get a lot of sleep, and I still haven't fully planned. I still don't have a concrete plan, so we're running behind schedule a little bit.
Let's wrap this up. You get to that, and we'll keep an eye on these plays as the day goes on.
Yeah.
I know the other half of my podcast, Sam, who was on here yesterday, I believe actually the day before yesterday. He's going to be at that Angels-Yankees game, which we as a show now have 2 plays on it. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm sure we'll get some live video, and he'll probably get some nice tweets going from that game live. So
that'd be fun.
I'll
What
look
are your
forward to
official
seeing
plays,
that.
Source? What are your
So
official plays?
we actually have a lot of official plays today. It's
for the show.
Oh, for the show only. All right, we're gonna go with the Cubs +147 for 3 units. We love this play, and then we're also gonna put 3 units on the Angels +118. It's another dog day. We've had two of those already on the show.
Yeah.
We went 4-0 with dogs, and then we tried to get a little cute. We went 0-2. So we're now 4-2, and we're gonna make it 6-2 right here.
Yeah. Dot, what are your 2 official plays?
So we're gonna go Astros team total over 5.5, and we got Braves money line.
Okay, perfect. And again, just to reiterate, I have the Yankees Angels under 9.5 and the A's -1.5. For everybody watching, thank you for tuning in. We wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we can help you profit a little bit. Once again, thank you and good luck.